college football with a showcase high-profile interconference showdown. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the Vanderbilt Commodores. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you talk about teams who are building for the future, you've got to mention Vanderbilt. Stadium upgrades, a dynamic crowd. First Bank Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee has improved in the last few years. It is the smallest stadium in the SEC, but the Vanderbilt fans are getting louder and more passionate as Clark Lee continues to build a contender in Nashville. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Buffaloes ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Barnett. He was hoping for something a little more. Dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. Motion from the back. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looks as if he's going to run it. There's some room. Drills him with the stiff arm. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
And the Commodores, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Fires quickly. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And what really made that corner route work was the receiver not telegraphing where he was going. He kept his eyes down the field. So the DB in man coverage didn't know if he was breaking inside, if he was going to continue running straight, maybe going to the post, maybe turning around for a curl. It was the corner route, though, and as a result, they pick up a big chunk of yards.
The Commodores come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Commodores will have it first and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Running inside. It's Alexander. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He'll do it himself. Got a little grip. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score came on an impressive run from the 20. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's Young. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There's a crease. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They'll ride the hot hand. Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bucs!
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Using his legs, it's Alexander. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the touchdown, Buffaloes! The defense takes matters into its own hands. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
And he tacks on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Barnett. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Spence. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. On the move, it's Alexander. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Play action with Lewis. Might be looking to run. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Here's Lewis to throw. With the catch, it's Moore.
You want to play zone? You don't want to bring pressure? That's fine. If I'm a wide receiver, it's my job to find those holes. I sit down in it. Nice curl route, nice throw, nice catch.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Lewis. And his throw is incomplete. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Gonna run it. It's Young. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they start in a great spot, moved the ball 34 yards, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Barnett. Makes a move. He's got it out. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. They'll go to the counter. Shows him the stiff arm. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
Well, one of the things I love about these misdirection-type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David, and you saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot because that's exactly what you do. Now I can block down, and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use misdirection in the backfield to really just get your eyes as a defense on something else and then go the other direction. Nice misdirection play call by this offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got a man. It's Moore.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not a lot of room to field this one. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And the Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From his end zone, looking to throw, got to take care of the ball. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
I absolutely understand the thought process. Offense, the defense has to cover 99 yards. I'm okay with throwing the football, but man, you got to throw that thing aggressively where only your guy can get it, not the defender. They make a big play, create some big momentum, and set their offense up in awesome field position.
Touchdown, Bucs! And they take it in for 6 more points. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Coming out with it, it's Barnett. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse. Makes the catch and he's free. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch, that's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit, but they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
To the air, it's Carter. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle at Sherrill. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. It's caught. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And what a catch! A diving grab down the right side. You always hear put it on the tight end's body, Jesse, but with this guy, you don't have to all the time.
No, he's got long arms, Reese, and he's athletic. I mean, this guy can jump. He can go vertical. He can go horizontal. And that, my friend, was a stab. That was incredible.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. On target. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Tight end now in motion. Looking for room, it's Alexander. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. The run inside. It's Barnett. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Vandy. Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. He marched 78 yards down the field, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Throwing, Lewis. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit. The defense able to come up with a big pick.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Got enough for the first. Touchdown, Doors! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for room. It's Welch. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Man, and that fires you up as a defense. That gives you some extra juice. When you come in there and knock the living fire out of someone, everybody on the defense gets jacked up.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does with it.
Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gives it on the option. That's some old-school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. They feed him again. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Keeps it himself. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And the Buffaloes are in the hurry-up. Lewis. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Buffaloes need to pick it up on 4th down. Lewis to throw for it on 4th. He's got it, first down and more. Across the 25, he's got room. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Running the red zone, it's Welsh. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air. It's Carter. Lines finds his man. It's Spence. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
Here's a little room there. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Commodores. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense. And to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. We're just about ready to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up. Breaks into the open. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Young. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Makes the grab. It's Moore. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
At the 33-yard line. Good enough for first down.
And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Lewis on the play action. Steps away. Lets it fly. Connection to the right. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And the Buffaloes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Welch. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Touchdown, Colorado! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Carter. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Lost one deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last. There he goes! That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on a hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a 1st down.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Play fake, Lewis. Right down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Tie ball game as we play in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Lewis. Makes the grab, it's Moore. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an...
Looking deep down the right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Play action with Lewis. Looking left. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. It's Lewis again. Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. The Buffaloes will punt this one away.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping to... Turning it on! He's at the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Vandy! That one will give them the lead. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Hands it off on the counter. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Right back to the well. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking for space, it's Alexander.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And the Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Carter. Unloads to the right. Makes the catch, it's Thomas. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Now they'll try the right side. Fights off a defender. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Motion from the wideout. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. Maybe some room here. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
The Commodores are rolling down the field. Catch in the middle, it's Adams. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
That's caught. It's Sherrill. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Third and 6 yards to go. Running inside. It's Barnett. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
And it's good! And that will extend their lead even further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Bucs offense ready to begin this drive. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Takes his shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give as they work on that clock. Might have a chance. Still on his feet. Just plowing ahead. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking. And they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit?
Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown Doors.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterback...
Oh, they try to trick him. The holder wants to pass. They wrap him up, and boy, that comes when the defense needed it the most.
That keeps the score. Vanderbilt, 58. Colorado, 42. Number 88, set to kick it away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too.
Makes the grab in their space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Might be changing the route. Here's Lewis to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it down the field. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+.
The only way they were getting back in this game is if they did that. Great job. Huge explosive play by this offense. We need multiple scores. Got to keep the hammer down, but great job making the explosive.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll move the wide receiver. To the air again, Lewis. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs! The Buffaloes leap back on top. Who cares about double coverage? Just get it in there, give your guy a chance, and it worked out that time.
And the receiver would definitely agree with you. It's a little bit risky, throw it in traffic, but trust your guy. You know, he's going to go up, make a play in the end zone. You can tell you've thrown that ball to him, and you trust him, and he goes and rewards you for it.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barnett. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Gives it on the option. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here.
Well, at this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, deep in their own end, they're going to want to run the football, no doubt. The defense knows that, and they're going to be trying to rip it out, seeing if they can get a takeaway to set up their offense in great field position. So ball security right here has got to be big.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Carter. Buys a little time with his feet. That's caught. It's Sherrill. He moves. And they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Commodores come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pulls it in. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Lewis escapes the pressure going right. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Lewis to throw. Bringing the heat. Throwing on the run. And they almost came up with that pick in the end zone. What a stop that would have been.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage. And they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Here's the pressure. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Trying to do it on the ground. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away.
Well, it's a moment in a game offensively where you like to think you can just run the football and that down and distance to stay on the field, but David, the defense wasn't having it. They completely bowed up front. Physical. They dominated in that play. Absolutely nowhere for that guy to go, and this offense is going to walk out of here with the L.
And maybe you thought you could catch him off guard by running the football. You got to have it. You got to get this first down to extend the drive, to stay in the game. But the defense was not fooled. They were absolutely ready, in position, secure.
Lofts one high and deep. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Throwing, Lewis. Finds a man on the right. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Lewis wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
And it comes up empty there, but that's exactly what this offense needs to keep doing, man. Keep throwing the football. Like, don't quit. Don't give up. I know you're down a couple of possessions, but you want to show your team, man, that we're always going to fight no matter what the scoreboard is. That's what we are. That's who we are. We're competitive, and we're going to keep getting better, and that's the goal of this squad.
Back to pass on second down. Under fire. Complete in the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the change and wind the clock. It's Lewis again. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Here's Lewis to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this defense is doing exactly what I would do. Like, bring in more DBs, like rush the passer and play the pass. So,
field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. To the air again, Lewis. Incomplete on